what's up guys, it's your boy Lagmaster69 here, and we are back on the clickbait thumbnail map, aka Thermopylae, and we have an epic battle for you guys today. We have 13,000 Persian soldiers, immortals, basic infantry, half decent infantry, elephants up against my mighty force of Spartans. So we are using the mod which brings in the Rome 2 units and factions into Attila Total War, and I really like that because Attila has so many great features which Rome 2 didn't really have. So the fact that this mod just brings everything into Attila is absolutely awesome, and it's also kind of like a breaking point until we get Ancient Empires, which should come out very soon. So yeah, so we have this awesome 300 unit which we can look at right now. These are like the 300 soldiers from the movie. They look really cool, you know, lacking a bit of armor, but obviously they're the ones from the movie. They look absolutely fun, hilarious, and they're a pretty strong unit. However, they are not like super soldiers. These guys can easily be killed. So because of that, I actually brought some other, you know, Spartan soldiers to kind of make up, I guess, the rest of the Greek forces as well, which were at the battle. But also to kind of make the battle actually interesting, because I did test out just having 300 Spartans, and they got absolutely slaughtered by the elephants, the heavy elite soldiers, because I didn't give the Persians, they have, what, 12,500 troops, and these aren't just crappy 12,500 troops. I gave them really good units. I gave them 2 units of 24 elephants, which will rip through this line. I gave them a ton of immortals, a ton of the elite immortals, their good swords, as well as a bunch of their crappy units as well to make, you know, make it interesting. But I wanted there to be an aspect of me, you know, maybe being able to win. However, as you can see from a balance of power, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So yeah, basically I brought these 2 units of these armored Spartan citizens. We actually have females fighting as well, which is pretty cool. These guys are going to be pretty much my meat shield in this battle. Then behind that I have the 300 Spartans. These guys are never to kind of shy away from a fight, so they're not going to be going in the back of my lines. They're going to be going in pretty much the second line of defense. After the elephants rip through these guys, the 300 Spartans are going to be the dudes who run into the engagement. Then behind that we have some of the royal Spartans. We can't actually click on them right now, but there we go. We have the elite Spartans. This is probably what the Spartans would have actually looked like at Thermopylae. A bit more heavily armored than, say, you know, just going in the nude. So yeah, we have these elite Spartans, then we have another line of elite Spartans, and then my general unit right back here. So we have a pretty healthy force of 1,000 men, so not just 300 Spartans. However, we are using the 300 Spartan unit, which is probably why the video is called, you know, 300 Spartans. But you know, this way these guys kind of represent the rest of the Greeks who fought at the battle, and also, you know, it actually makes it a bit more interesting than just these guys. You know, the elephants would probably slaughter the 300 Spartans anyway. I mean, they're pretty good stats wise as well. We're not as you can see, we're not the most super soldiers. You know, they're not just, you know, amazing units. You know, they have 60 melee attack, which is good. But I mean, say the elite Spartans, so, you know, they're gonna die. So I definitely do not foresee us winning this battle. However, we're gonna make it such an end that it is very glorious. So the Persian army, I gave them, as you guys can see, they have the most basic infantry. Oh no, these are the levies, so these are like their second tier infantry, which they have their spearmen. So, you know, they don't really have a lot of armor, but they definitely have numbers. Then over here we have some of the Persian brigades. These guys are like their tier 3 infantry, I believe, so a little bit better than their basic swordsmen. Then as we move back, you can see plenty more Persian levies. I also gave them a unit of weaker infantry as well, which actually is below the Persian levy. Yeah, these guys, they're basically just like peasants with pitchforks. However, they look glorious. Then obviously, as you guys can see, I gave them an absolute shitload of these African elephants, which are going to be so brutal. They're just going to kind of absolutely run through my line. I don't know how we're going to deal with these guys. Obviously, once we slow them down, it's going to be fine, but until that does happen, I'm not feeling too confident, not confident at all. Then as we move back, we have the elite Persian immortals right here. These guys are going to be my major issue right there. They're heavily armored, and obviously once all the other weaker units kind of tire out my infantry, then these guys are going to be able to come in and clean up. Their generals are back here as well. They have one general right here who's heavily armored, and he's an archer unit as well, which kind of just absolutely wrecks me. They also have a few more units of infantry around here. I'm not sure if they're going to be using the pass. Obviously, we're fighting the AI, so I'm not sure if they're going to be using this pass to kind of get around behind me. I don't think they are. So it's going to be a massive cluster battle right here. As you can see, they're approaching very, very quickly to our front line. We set a few traps. We set a few spikes down here to maybe catch a few of their units, and we also set some, some traps right here using our smarts, I guess, against their numbers, trying to whittle them down. But this should only take out a couple soldiers, not many whatsoever. I also should say, a little disclaimer, if you haven't really seen any of these battles before, if you're new to Total War and you don't really know what to expect coming into this battle, it is going to be laggy. Basically, Attila just can't handle this many units. Attila was only ever meant to be played with like, I guess like 6,000 soldiers probably at most. So because of that, the battle is just going to be really, really laggy. Well, not really laggy, but it's going to be, a lot slower. It's going to be a lot jumpier. And it's not my computer. My computer runs at about, 60 to 70% CPU usage with all of this. So it does kind of suck that the game is going to be a bit laggy. But what you can do if you kind of, it really does annoy you, what you can do is you can go ahead and select down in the YouTube settings. You can go to the cog along the bar and set this video to 1.5 times speed, or maybe even 2 speed if you can handle my voice, and watch the battle there, and that should hopefully speed it up for you guys. So by the looks of it, they are actually already charging. The elephants are starting to rampage, so let's immediately get back to our front line. I am not expecting these guys to hold whatsoever. We got the archer fire coming in already. We got my javelins going out. A lot of my 300 Spartans actually have javelins, which is nice, or the elite soldiers. But this is going to be my, my refugees, my civilians here, holding the front line. I guess these will kind of represent the rest of the Greeks. And oh my god, the elephants! Oh my god, look how many elephants are dying to the traps! Oh my god, so many elephants are dying to the traps. I was not expecting that. Holy crap! They take out like an entire unit. However, we got elephants charging in now. And oh my god, these guys are holding pretty well. Oh my god, the elephant just ripped someone apart. Oh my lord, I'm really surprised that the elephants died in one hit to them. But you see these elephants, now they're actually engaged. Absolutely just running through my main front line. That is pretty brutal. Oh my god, just throwing them to the ground. That's what I was thinking. Oh my god, they're already on my 300 line. The 300 puts down their shields in advance. If any elephants come close to them, then they will slaughter them for sure. Gonna be glorious. These brave Spartan citizens are fighting hard. Again, as I said, I wanted these guys to be more of a meat shield. I can't believe how many elephants died. They must have lost about 5 or 6 elephants just straight off the bat there. Obviously, they still have an absolute ton more. As oh my god, look at all these units pouring into the battle right now. My god, look at that all. That is crazy. It's so many units pouring in. They have 12,500 soldiers. So yeah, as I was saying at the beginning of the battle, I don't think I expect to win this at all. We might maybe be able to cause a mass rout once the elephants are dead. That makes it a little bit more feasible. But I mean, just look at the balance of power right now. If we press K, look at the balance of power. That is definitely not in my favor. The Spartans have actually not lost too many men right there. We do have a brace ability as well we're going to pop on our front line, just to give these guys a bit of a better attack against the enemy missiles. We've actually run out of all missiles, but I mean, like, yeah, these soldiers aren't doing too bad. Hopefully we're still in pike wall. We are. We'll pop the steady ability as well. That gives us a little bit of a bonus. So we'll spin round the camera. I think we've actually managed to rout one set of elephants, but I think the other set is just charging. You can see this one's just beelining for my front line. As I was saying, like, the elephants I think are going to be our biggest issue. Once we kind of quell the elephants, then we kind of are stronger than a lot of the enemy units. But the immortals, I think this is an immortal right here. Or maybe he could be a general. He's dead now, so that doesn't matter. But I think the immortals may be pushing to the front line. Xerxes has sent forth all legions. Oh, but our citizens, our Spartan citizens, are starting to get a bit surrounded. There's a pocket of them right here who are actually being completely surrounded. Oh, some of the Persians have actually managed to break through the Spartan line. Yeah, you can see a few of them right here. I mean, this guy is absolutely screwed. He's between a rock and a hard place right now. Because where does he go? Does he go back into the 300 Spartans? Or does he go into the Royal Spartans? A few of their elephant riders are shooting. Yeah, this left flank is a bit exposed by the 300 Spartans, as the Persians are doing a great job at cutting down these civilians. If we press K, we can see how many we have left. 106 and 129. We've lost a few of these 300 Spartans, but not too many. I mean, considering the elephant attack, that's not too bad. I'm happy with that. I really, really am. So let's slow down the camera, and we'll just get some real nice, just move around shots as we watch this battle. Because, this battle isn't going to be tactical. It's all about the cinematic shots. It really is. But yeah, we can definitely see some of the Immortals there. The Immortals have the really nice shields compared to more of the like, kind of, I guess, wicker type shields that the majority of the other Persians have. Oh my lord. I just love battles like this. Like, this is one of the reasons I love Total War. Oh, nice. We kill one of the generals. That's going to be huge for us. They do have 2 armies. So the fact that they have 2 armies, losing one general is not really an issue. As long as the other generals there, their armies should be more than capable of holding us back. But I mean, the fact that we've lost one general is pretty good. But yeah, as I was saying, like, I just love Total War. Like, these, even though it's like, super laggy, etc. Just look at the scale of which we're fighting right now. You can see the dead elephants just laying there on the ground, just, acting as carcasses. The other generals charging in. The elephants are ripping through my front line there, and the 300 Spartans are just getting ready to hold the line. Some of the 300 Spartans are already fighting right here. It's just so glorious, and I just can't wait until the time where, we can have these huge battles, 20,000 soldier battles. Oh, as that Persian soldier just gets ripped apart by the 300 Spartan. A clean smash to the stomach, and he's down on his knees. But yeah, the time when we can actually play 20,000 soldier battles and it just be, run super smoothly. And we don't have to worry about the lag or anything like that, or the elephant is moving through onto the 300 Spartans. I think they're going to be a lot more inclined to get involved in the action now. We do still have the Royal Spartans behind that, but I'm hoping that the 300 Spartans can hold them here. I don't want to use these guys if I don't have to. Oh my god, as you can just see, the elephant just rips through the main line, sending the Spartans flying. And we've actually made a nice little dent there. The elephant is causing us plenty of issues right now. Have we already used our steady ability on these guys? We have indeed. We do have the spear wall formation, which has given us entry mass and attack against elephants. So a lot of our Spartans are getting back up. Oh my god, here they come. Luckily we're in shield wall with these Spartans as well, I believe. We will form it. But yeah, the elephants are just so devastating. We really can't hold them back. They are just a brutal force. I'm kind of happy that them traps killed the elephants. I wasn't expecting them to, because obviously these are like large monsters. So I wasn't expecting the elephants to die just from them traps. I was just expecting us to kill a couple infantry units. But the fact that we did kill them elephants has kind of saved us a bit, because without them, I don't know if we would be able to actually take on that many elephants, because we killed about 6 or 7. And I mean, look how many elephants are still alive right now. There are plenty of elephants still alive. So, I mean, I am counting my blessings for sure. I really, really am. So let's go and speed the camera up a little bit. We'll zoom out and just take stock of what's going on. Oh my lord, look at that. Look at the sheer scale. So obviously the main reason it's lagging, it probably wouldn't be as bad if we had a longer line. But obviously because we're in such a close, I guess a close area. All these units are on top of each other. So the game's trying to think about all the models and everything like that. So that's the main reason why it is as laggy as it is. I mean, I still have plenty more men coming in. Oh, I think we must have killed their general on these spikes. Wow. I felt a bit cheap for doing this, but I guess their general did run into the spikes, so, it's not entirely my fault. If we press K, we can see the sheer mass. So we've lost a unit of these armored Spartan civilians, which obviously we did not expect to do too much. The 300 Spartans are now fighting pretty bravely. We have the brace ability up again, and by the looks of it, we're going to be routing this one unit of Indian elephants. I will take that. The other enemy general is back here, nice, safe and sound. So hopefully he will stay alive for plenty of the time to come. If we take stock of how many men we've lost, we've killed only 400. But again, we have killed the elephants, which I guess is pretty big as another elephant drops. And the entire elephant unit actually does rout, which is perfect. So yeah, we've killed, you know, pretty much all the elephants, but only 400 soldiers. And we've lost, you know, a decent amount of our forces. I'm hoping that the 300 Spartans can prove their worth, and if we have to, I guess we'll throw in some more of these elite Spartans and royal Spartans as well, you know, if the time calls for it, and we actually have to, you know, push in, then maybe we'll have to, yeah, reinforce with the royal Spartans. Because the Royal Spartans are just as good as these 300 Spartans. But obviously this, you know, this was a special unit that I wanted to bring. There's 300 of them in the unit, which I thought was really cool. It was a real shame I couldn't bring that unit as my general as well. That would have been really, really cool. I'm kind of tempted to send forth this unit of Royal Spartans to allow these 300 Spartans to reform as the rest of the elephants pour in. Why are there so many goddamn elephants? Oh, the fighting is just brutal. If we go into slow mode, does it clean up the lag a little bit? It just silences it. It doesn't really clean up the lag too much. What if we go on, you know, double speed? Double speed do much? Not really. So let's just leave it on play as we watch this battle unfold. And as I said, you guys can use the cog just to speed this entire thing up if, you know, the lag does annoy you. Let me know in the comments down below how many kills you guys think the 300 Spartans will take down. I think they're gonna kill like around how much should I say? I think they're gonna kill around about 1,000 Persians. Because again, you got to remember as well, we don't have to kill all of these, you know, what, however many Persians there are, 12,500 Persians. We have to rout them off the field of battle. So we could, you know, we could only kill like 1,000, but still win the battle. And obviously we could, you know, only kill 1,000 and then die. So I'm expecting the 300 Spartans to get a decent amount of kills as the elephants pour in once more. Oh, the elephants are just so brutal, much like they would be in real life. You imagine this thing just coming towards you, and you're armored with just a spear and a shield. Not even any armor. Obviously you would be, you know, armored, you know, but still, you know, it's pretty brutal to think. But I mean, I guess again, they weren't really used too much, you know. There wasn't ever, you know, a huge amount of elephants, as the elephant's going to be smashing down its trunk, sending soldiers back. Oh my god, look at that! The elephants are just such good shock troops, which allow the Persian armies to then pour in. Oh, that looks brilliant, though. I mean, I think I still have a unit of, yeah, we do actually have some armed, arms. Oh, these guys came back. Back into the fight you go. One of the awesome things about the Spartans was, you know, oh, we probably can press steady again. Can we press steady again? We can't. 20 seconds. One of the awesome things about the Spartans was if they ever routed from battle, they had like two choices: to admit that they, you know, they routed, ran away from battle, and, you know, they were just, you know, dishonored because they, you know, ran away from battle, and that was a massive sin. Or they could try and push down a tree in the forest, which was obviously never going to happen. So they just kill themselves trying to push down this tree. Spartans were absolutely awesome. They really, really were. And if you guys have any cool, you know, facts about the Spartans, please feel free to, you know, drop them down in the comments down below. I'm always excited to learn, as these elephants are just being my worst nightmare right now. They really are. I feel like we've killed a few immortals though, which is also very nice. Killing the immortals is going to be pretty good. But the thing is, these elephants, I know I keep going on about it, but the elephants are like breaking my line, allowing the weaker Persian units to break through. You know, that's obviously one of the main things the Spartans managed to hold out for as long as they did. Was the fact that they, you know, they just held a strong line and the Persians couldn't break the shield wall. So these elephants are breaking the shield wall, which is a real shame. I actually have a trick up my sleeve, so let's go off insert mode. Let's get off of this, off of this. And then what I'm going to do, as some more civilians run like the cowards they are, I do actually have some missiles left with these guys. So I'm going to stick on their fire at will, and I'm going to hope that they then throw their javelins if we get off shield wall. I'm going to hope that they actually throw their javelins into the elephants. So let's see if they do that. As they still haven't even finished all their reinforcements. They've still got men pouring into the engagement. Are these guys going to throw? I think they're just reforming before they decide to throw. Just getting close and personal with them. Oh, I guess I didn't tell them. Let's go. Yeah, fire at will, boys. There we go. Come on. This is what I'm hoping we can take down the remaining 3 elephants. I'm hoping that's what they're going to be aiming at. Oh, we're going to kill we're killing a lot of our soldiers in the back. Okay, hold fire. Hold fire. I mean, that was pretty good, though. We did kill quite a few of the enemy elephants. Yeah, yes, we killed them all. That was kind of worth it. We lost, like, a few decent soldiers. Yeah, we lost quite a few of our soldiers, but we killed all the elephants. There's 1 elephant left. Okay, it's up to you, Spartans. Go in. Help out the soldiers here. You guys pop your steady again. The steady gives us shield defense, missile block chance, and morale. None of these guys need morale. So the Royal Spartans are going to move in now. I'll pop your steady as well. We'll pop our brace, which also gives us some bonuses. I think it gives us mainly just entry mass. Or, yeah, entity mass, sorry. So the Royal Spartans, what I'm hoping these Royal Spartans will do is they'll kind of, form a barrier between my 300 Spartans and the enemy armies, allowing the 300 Spartans to then reform their shield wall. Because the elephants caused a huge disruption in that shield wall. And once the hoplite is kind of broken down like that, the 300 Spartans, slowly start getting picked away. So by pushing in these 300 Spartans on an attack move, I'm hoping they'll be able to push back the enemy. The 300 Spartans will be able to reform, and then the Royal Spartans will move back. We do still have 1 elephant, though, coming in. Hopefully, it will be there no longer. Just a quick jab to the throat, and I'm hoping it will fall down. But it looks like we actually have a general unit over here as well, or a horseman coming in. On horseback with his mace. I mean, this should be easy pickings for our soldiers right here. Yeah, a few horses have made their way to the front line. I don't know where their general unit lies. I think they actually have a general unit back here as well. Yeah, they do actually have their... I think the general which is currently in the battle right here got really unlucky and lost their horses. Lost the general lying down here. So that's kind of good for us. But it does mean that their unit which they do have engaged isn't... the horse unit they have engaged isn't their proper general. So, one of the main ways we'd win this battle is if we killed all their generals and we could cause a mass rout. However, I don't think their general is going to get engaged for some time. And even if he does, it's going to be a long time for him to move forward. Their elephant is rampaging, or I guess it's not rampaging, it's falling back, it's retreating. Normally, if I maybe had fire arrows or something like that, we could have got the enemy elephants to rampage through their own soldiers, like they did. But here, this is the exact thing I wanted to happen. The Royal Spartans are doing an amazing job. They've allowed the 300 Spartans to reform. I mean, just take a look at this. Right here. We're definitely losing casualties, but the 300 Spartans have managed to form up a sturdy shield wall now. There are no kinks in their formation. I mean, look at the distance these guys have gone. However, the Royal Spartans are starting to get picked apart. You can see that they're only down to how many men now? 81. They're actually taking casualties pretty fast. That is not good whatsoever. We might actually have to reform over here with another unit of infantry. Do we have brace back yet? We don't have brace back yet. The 300 Spartans are standing firm, though. I guess because I broke them out of phalanx, but I think it was completely worth it to kind of allow our center to reform, because we are really starting to buckle here. I mean, we do have some of these, civilians still left in the engagement. I think we have some which are routing and coming back, routing and coming back, routing and coming back. So again, let's slow down the camera. Oh, I just love Total War for these moments, these exact moments. As we just watch the 300 Spartans fight along their more armored brethren. Because, yeah, as I was saying at the beginning of the video, I tested out just having 300 Spartans, and I mean, it just didn't really work. You know, the Persians aren't bad units at all, so they really just overwhelmed the Spartans, because they're not super soldiers, as I've mentioned before. They're good, but they're not the best unit in the world. Oh, go on. Yes, he's down on the floor now. Finish him. Finish him. Finish him. As the armored civilians are charging in. The Persians look like they're trying to defend the elephants.
Our men flee the field of battle.
So that's more of the armored civilians. But I mean, that's brilliant. They've done their job. Even though the men are gonna rout, they're gonna die. They've allowed the 300 Spartans to reform their line. You saw how kinked that line was. So now that we have a pretty nice shield wall, we are getting outflanked a bit over here. If this does go bad for me on that right flank, what I will do is I'll send one of our reinforcement units back into the engagement. And everyone is just fighting shoulder to shoulder right now, shield to shield. Yeah, that flank is worrying me right now. We should probably send some men there very, very soon. But I mean, if they can deal with it, then that's okay. Because I mean, they are, you know, they are elite Spartans. Oh, the elephant's getting taken down along with the horses. Yeah, I'm not confident because I mean, if we look at the balance of power quickly, oh my god, look how many men they have. If we look at the balance of power, it is hugely not in my favour. We've lost almost half their forces. Only killed 1,000. Wow. I also have been thinking about doing this battle at night time as well. So if you'd like to see another Spartan battle at night time against a huge Persian force, then make sure to drop a like and a comment down below and let me know in the comments that you guys actually want to see me do it at night time, because that'd be pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. Again, we'll just get back on board with the Spartans. Let's go page up. Let's try and find a good troop we can jump to on the front lines. That's a pretty good unit right here. The lag is real though. The elephant, there's literally an elephant right here. It's like clipping in and out. But we do have men to send. That's a nice thing. We do have, you know, we do have 2 fresh units of infantry to send. So I'm thinking I'm going to, let's have a look. Yeah, we're definitely going to send a unit on this left flank now. So you guys go like there. If we can get them over here, and then we'll just charge and clean up this flank a little bit, then reform them. These Royal Spartans have gone in. How many kills have they got now? They're up to 200. These Spartans are up to, for 300 Spartans are up to almost 600 kills. Plus they killed the elephants, which count, you know, as 100 men probably in anyone, well, probably more than that. A single elephant would probably class as like, you know, 500 men or something. The destruction they could cause. And they're up to 500. That is pretty impressive. And the enemy general's coming in now.
Not done yet.
That's good. That's very good. Yeah, but these guys up to 200. We also obviously have some more men as well. So yeah, we're losing a lot of soldiers over here. So I'm going to try and get these guys round this flank just to kind of help it out a bit. Like ideally, I don't want these because they're going to die if they go. If they really go on the aggression, like they're just going to get killed. But I want to get them in shield wall or something over here because I don't want the 300 Spartans to get kind of pushed back. Our brace ability will be back as well now. So let's pop that when we get the chance to. And the fact that the general's in the battle now, if he gets to the front lines, we could definitely take him out as more of a, that's hilarious, as more of the armored civilians run into battle. But like, we're sorry we routed, don't punish us. I like to class it as a tactical withdrawal. We are tactically pulling back from the battlefield as they make their way to the front line. At least they're making their way to the front lines. They are giving the oath that they ran from battle, so they will charge in. They'll be the first ones in, you know, pushing forward to Xerxes and his encampment as they make their way forward. We'll obviously get rid of this now as well. And obviously we do have our general now. These Royal Spartans have moved in now, and they are definitely cleaning up this flank. That's exactly what I needed them to do. I might pull them back in a second. Oh, we actually got a 300 soldier right here. That's awesome, but he's managed to break away from his formation. I mean, a Spartan shouldn't do that, but I like it nonetheless. And once we've cleaned up this flank, I might bring back these Royal Spartans because, you know, when they're not in that shield wall, they're going to be taking a ton more casualties. So once we've kind of killed these last few dudes, I might fall people back. Maybe try and reform the line again here. Would be pretty nice. But there are still a ton of Persians to be killed this day. I'm really impressed by the amount of kills the 300 Spartans got, actually. I did not expect them to have 600 kills by now and kill the elephants. And I mean, their formation is holding. That right flank is our real strong point right now. They've kind of getting round the side there as more of a military police. I don't know why I keep calling them military police, but more of the armoured civilians. Rout from the field of battle, the cowards. Okay, as soon as this guy dies, which he has just been smashed right in the side. Beautiful. I'm going to bring back these Spartans now, I think. I haven't lost a man yet. I think we just bring them back here. And then form shield wall with them. These guys are, you know, getting pretty low on morale, but they are Royal Spartans. They've killed plenty of soldiers. 600. God, these 300 Spartans are slaughtering them right now. So once we form this up, I will go ahead and, you know, relook at the close-ups and stuff like that. Steady's all been used. These guys must have steady back by now. They do not. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Okay, that's fine with me. Okay, can you guys form shield wall? We lost a few soldiers there. I mean, if they could continue to push around this right flank or this left flank, I can't allow it to happen. So you guys are going to have to go in if they keep trying to get, you know, around the side of these 300 Spartans. As we just zoom into the action. And obviously, the more we fight here, the less laggy it should be. Killing, the more men we kill, you know, obviously there's less men for it to figure out, you know, the animations and stuff like that. That's why, you know, again, I'm hoping that they go back to the old Medieval 2 style of combat, where it's kind of like somewhat locked animations, but not completely. Because in that, you can literally have as many men as we're fighting with now, and it's, you know, it's not even laggy, especially not in the replay as well. The replay is completely smooth, which is absolutely crazy. Obviously, the graphics and the demanding, like, is a lot less, but I think it's the way, because this is match combat, so every soldier matches up with another enemy soldier, and they fight. But in Medieval 2, it's kind of a mix between, you know, how like Warhammer works, where they're just kind of hitting each other, and it's kind of, you know, whittling down health. And they do have, you know, some locked animations and stuff like that. But because of that, you know, there's battles you can find on, I think, just go to Apollo's channel. He fought a battle at Helm's Deep with the actual numbers which fought at Helm's Deep. On the Third Age Total War mod. He had, you know, like 12,000 Urukai against like 600 or like 400 defenders, and it was completely fine, no lag whatsoever, and that's pretty similar to the numbers we have now. Granted, all the units aren't clumped up into one big ball, but, you know, we have, you know, pretty much the exact same numbers there, and, you know, it's a bit brutal. It's not as bad, you know. It's definitely watchable, especially on, if you guys are watching 1.5 times speed. It is pretty decent, but still, as I've mentioned earlier on in the video, I'm just so excited. Imagine when we can have like 50,000 soldier battles and it'd be absolutely smooth as hell. Be absolutely crazy. Imagine a Napoleonic game where you march into Russia with, you know, 250,000 soldiers. Imagine that, and you actually have them all on the battlefield, or, you know, not all of them on the battlefield, but a majority of them fighting on a battlefield, and just imagine that. I'm so excited for where Total War's going, especially with the success of Warhammer, because Warhammer's been such a successful game. I'm hoping they'll be able to bring, you know, the sales and the money they've got from Warhammer and bring it into, you know, the historical Total War game. Because as much as I enjoy Warhammer, it's never going to be the same as a historical Total War for me. The way the battles feel, you know, the way I just love history so much more. Maybe if they ever made a Lord of the Rings game, that could definitely change it. Oh, just imagine a Lord of the Rings Total War, like a proper one made by them. That'd be the best thing in the world. Like, I'm hoping that, you know, I mean, it was also a double-edged sword, because I'm not the hugest fan. I completely understand why Warhammer is how it is. You know, how the battles are, you know, shorter and stuff like that. They want it to be a lot more accessible to everyone. They want to expand the Total War the Total War, I guess, you know, community and stuff like that to people, you know, because Total War's not the biggest game in, you know, the world, you know, it's actually quite a small community, relatively small community. So, you know, I understand why they've kind of made Warhammer how they have, so, you know, anyone can just pick it up, have like a battle or two, and then put it down again. But to me, playing these, you know, massive battles with, you know, which go on for like, you know, 40, 50, 60 minutes, just, you know, that is Total War for me. Growing up playing, you know, Rome Surrectum 2 on Rome 1, where, you know, you send a legion into Gaul or into the forest of Germania or Dacia. You know, you land on the beaches of Carthage, and you're fighting for your life. You know, the battles feel like a proper battle where you're fighting for 50 minutes. Every inch is just fought for. And to me, that is just glorious. It really is. And I hope one day we return to, you know, that type of fighting. That's why I'm eagerly anticipating the next historical Total War, because when that comes out, I'm going to play the heck out of it. And I'm also excited to find out what it is. Whether it's, you know, a huge one. Like, because I imagine one day they're going to make, you know, whether it's the next Total War, probably not the next historical Total War, but maybe the one after that. You know, it could definitely be something which, you know, travels through ages. So we start off in medieval times, and, you know, we start off, you know, with the, you know, the sword, shield, and stuff like that, and then we go through the ages, and we end up in, you know, like Empire Total War times, where we're going over to the New World, and, you know, rifles and pikes are, you know, getting invented, and everyone's in the shot and pike era. And then we go into, you know, I guess the shot and pike era is before Empire. You know, Empire is just the ending of the shot and pike era, I think. But yeah, we go from like shot and pike, we go from medieval into shot and pike into, you know, more Napoleonic times, and it spans that entire time period and feels more like a civilization game where you're going through all this time. Oh, they're pushing them at right flank now as well. Sorry, I went on a massive tangent, but I thought it was just cool nonetheless to talk about that. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing on our flanks? That's the main thing. So let's get rid of this. Let's take that down. Let's see how we're doing on the flanks. Flanks are not doing too bad. So maybe what we do now... Yeah, I think this is what we do. I think we move this unit right here. We move it like so. Okay, we move the general unit there. So the 300 Spartans at the front, then we have the Royal Spartans just behind. How many kills do you guys reckon the 300 Spartans are on now? They've lost almost a third of their unit. 800 kills. My god, they're going to get well over how many I thought. Well over. I wonder if the Immortals have reached the front lines yet. Because obviously they're going to be doing pretty good against like the most basic units. But everyone else is going to be a real issue. Some of these Royal Spartans might actually rout from the field. I hope that is not the case. We'll use our general ability as well, just to give these guys a bit of an advantage. So we pop that ability, stick it down, perfect. We'll use our steady ability as well, of course. Give these guys a bit more shield defense. Because these Royal Spartans right here are the ones, you know, pushing forward, which allowed the 300 Spartans to probably, you know, they like kind of allowed them to get as many kills as they could. Okay, my general is moving in now to kind of, you know, safeguard this right flank, which is exactly what he's doing.
They are trying to take out our general.
Yep, and I think he's doing a good job of it so far. Yeah, they've already cleaned up, you know, this right flank a little bit. That's going to allow the 300 Spartans to completely kind of reform their flank here. But we have committed everyone now. Absolutely everyone is in this battle. Oh my god, look at that. Literally. Just look at that battle. So many men fighting. This looks so fucking cool. It really, really does. I mean, I don't think the lag's been too bad. Maybe you guys, because I've been kind of just talking, but I don't think the lag's been too bad whatsoever so far. And I mean, it should only smooth up as well as more men kill. Let's see how many men the Persians have left. Oh, the balance of power has not shifted one bit. So we've killed about 2,000, coming up to 2,000, but we've also lost half our force. So we're definitely not killing as many as we need. However, their general's at. Their general units are fighting me, because he's lost 2 soldiers, so we could get a lucky kill. What's their morale looking like? Because one of their armies is very much destroyed now. The morale is just fine. Our men are not exhausted either. All their soldiers are exhausted, I guess, from traveling all that way. But our men are actually doing pretty decently. And I mean, these Spartans have moved forward during the battle. Look at that. A lot of the deaths here. Oh, these Spartans are going to have to go in again to kind of defend this left flank, because we're getting outflanked again. But yeah, these 300 Spartans are literally... oh, we don't want to go that far, though. We want to go more around this flank. Oh, it's annoying. I don't want these guys to push on, because they'll suffer the same fate as the other Spartans. But yeah, as you guys could have seen, though, we're pushing the Persians back with our sheer, I guess, mass. Because look, that's where we're originally fighting, right here, when the elephants came in, and you know, we're just causing a pretty big indent in the enemy formation. Definitely holding them back. Oh my god, look at that. But we are obviously stretched extremely thin right now. I wonder how long we're going to be able to hold off for. These guys are down to... But these guys will fight to the death. The 300 Spartans cannot rout. And I mean, by the looks of it, the elite Spartans... These are royal Spartans, sorry. The elite Spartans, I don't think, can rout either. Even though they don't have any morale, I think they still fight to the death. So they will have to literally kill every one of my units to stand a chance. We'll pop our steady ability again. Do we have brace back yet? We don't quite yet. So far we've been fighting for a good 15 minutes. It's probably been like... Yeah, it's been like a long time in the actual video, just because of the sheer amount of, I guess, lagginess which has been going on. Does this help it out a little bit? Obviously, we lose the sounds. It just goes to really nice ambient music, which is so dumb that it does that. But it might help out the speed a little bit. So, I don't know. I feel like we're going to kill maybe like another 1,000 more, and then we're just going to lose. But, I mean, what a great last stand. What an absolute great last stand by these 300 Spartans. They've definitely proven their worth today at this battlefield of Thermopylae. But yeah, this left flank is really causing me an issue, and I can't really form up against it. I can do like that, which isn't really what I want to do. Like, we'll give it a go. We'll try and get around that flank, but I just don't know how well it's going to do. Oh, they're over 1,000 kills now. The 300 Spartans are over 1,000 kills. That is awesome. And they're just still killing so many of them. They really are. How's their general? The general is down to like half his unit. Oh no, that's a different general. This general's down to 76 men, so not doing that great. And we're just going to form up here and push forward. I mean, we're definitely killing them, which is good. I just don't feel like we're killing them fast enough, which obviously is not good. Let's try and move up a little bit, because we really need to secure that left flank. If they kind of get through that left flank, we're pretty much done for. We have any abilities left to pop. 20 seconds on that. Obviously, our general can still go in as well. Like, I'm half tempted just to break formation and then charge forward and see if that will scare the enemy. Kind of do like a marathon-esque charge. Yeah, you can see that the immortals are up here now. These dudes are heavily armored. I'm ready to go. Okay, cool. Let's go and stick it back on play, because not having the battle sounds is just kind of lame. I hope you guys agree. It's much better hearing that, hearing the cries of war. I would very much like for there to be more of a, more like screaming in the battlefield, just of, you know, wounded soldiers being trampled and stuff like that. You know, just make it feel a bit more immersive. Yeah, nice. Because we have our soldiers set up here, whenever they try and break through this flank, you know, they kind of just met up. Like, the Spartans kind of tilt themselves a little bit, and then they're, you know, they just kind of met up. These guys are just an extension of the 300 Spartan line. So it stops these guys from getting outflanked. How crazy would it be if the AI sent some men round the goat pass right here and actually came up behind me? Because that would be their way for victory right now. Even though they're probably going to win slowly anyway, because the 300 Spartans are starting to get killed now. They are obviously still in shield wall or spear wall, but they are starting to lose numbers. Yeah, they're down to 185. I mean, they've definitely killed. So they've lost, what, 115 soldiers, and they've killed 1,000. That's a pretty good KDA right now. For every 1 Spartan, we've killed like 10 soldiers. Almost 10 soldiers. I mean, we obviously need a lot more. I mean, actually no, because we're outnumbered roughly 10 to 1. So if every unit did that, we'd actually probably win the battle. Which is hilarious. There's all these dead elephants. I can't, like, imagine. We would have got slaughtered, I think. If these, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 elephants. 9 elephants didn't die before they hit us. And I didn't know that. Because I guess it maybe thinks that, you know, the elephants are like 1 soldier. So, you know, normally these pits only kill 1 soldier, 1 or 2 soldiers as they run over. But because the elephant is, like, kind of technically just one big unit, I guess it just took it down. Which is, I am not complaining whatsoever. I really am not. We just zoom into the mass of brave soldiers fighting hard. Oh, we need that general to make his way to the front line. If the general makes his way to the front line, we can kill him and then rout everything. Because obviously their units don't have a large amount of morale.
Men are wavering.
No, hold the line. Okay, good. It's just for Royal Spartans, which don't seem to have lost a man yet. How many have they killed? They're killing a few more, I think. 1,200 kills now. I think these 300 Spartans are going to kill so many soldiers now. Like, it's going to be disgusting how many kills they rack up. 1,245, 46, 47. Like, I feel like they're going to get maybe over 2. I don't know, though, because the more they obviously lose, the harder it's going to be. And having these, you know, horses charging as well, being outflanked a little bit, we need to reform this. I think we have to charge with our general unit into the engagement just to clean up this flank a little bit. They also do have they have their javelins left as well, which we might want to use at some point. So yeah, they're going to push in. Hopefully that'll clean up the flank. And also, you know, it does mean that, you know, we can kind of push them back, allow the 300 Spartans to reform again. How are we doing on this left flank? Yeah, we're still being a bit enveloped, which is really annoying. I really don't want that to be the case. And they're like pushing forward. I want them just to literally hold this flank, which is what they should be doing instead of pushing forward. Hold that left flank. Because we don't want them. As again, these guys are the killing machines. Oh, they're just charging in now. Oh, what are they doing? I don't want them to attack these guys, but I guess some of their units over here. But I mean, they've made their choice. Oh my god, they're getting slaughtered. Just hold your ground. Just hold there. Yeah, we're getting outflanked here now, but I can't withdraw them. I really can't. Let's bring back these 14 Spartans right there. If we get these 14 Spartans out of the combat and round the flank, maybe they can safeguard that. Oh, that's so annoying that the game kind of sent these guys forward. Oh no, they're going to rout now. So we're down to 3 units, 3 brave units. What are these guys doing? Reforming? I mean, they're getting cut to pieces right now. Oh, it's so annoying that they did that. That's just gonna mean that they die a lot sooner and we don't kill as many Persians. But I mean, the 300 Spartans are still alive, still killing. I mean, look at the piles of dead. Wow, that is awesome. The amount of dead laying on the floor. We'll be able to build a mighty wall to keep the Persians out with them dead. And I mean, the elephants will be pretty good as well. Because I imagine, you know, a few of you... Oh, man, look how many dead are back here as well. A few Persians have made it through, I guess. And they've just been, like, chucked over the back of a shield wall for these guys to deal with. But the Persian shield wall is still very much holding tough. If we move out to this, you know, massive zoom out view, we can see that everyone is engaged right now. A few of the routing units have made it back here. It'd be cooler. In Warhammer, you can zoom in a lot more. It's a shame we can't zoom in as much there, because we can kind of watch it from the top-down view for a little bit. I mean, their horses are pretty close to us. Come on, we just need a general to get closer, because if we can kill both generals, And that'll be a massive shock to any morale. Because normally when people do these type of battles, they have a lot of archers and catapults that kind of, you know, cause havoc in the back of the enemy lines. But unfortunately, we don't have that. We definitely do not have that. Got that center bit of the line is looking extremely thin there. Right here. That is not looking too safe and secure. We've just got 2 Spartans guarding that. Because if that center breaks, imagine if that center breaks, the flood will just pour through and cause us so much issue. Like, so many issues right there. But again, these Spartans are not easily broken. They will give their life if that is what I order them to do. There's still just so many Persians. We can pop our abilities again, which we will do. We'll stick brace on to give these guys a little bit of an extra chance. So we're down to 400 soldiers now. 400 brave warriors. And I mean, we've killed 2,000, 2,500, getting closer to 3,000. The Spartans are up to almost 1,400 kills now, but they are almost down to half. So, I mean, it'd be, you know, a smart guess to think that they'll kill around about 2,500, 3,000 warriors. But obviously, remember, they're losing men pretty quickly now. As the Persians get around these flanks, we just don't have the soldiers to hold their advance. Are they going to, like, attack this flank? It's really annoying how I can't kind of, like, you know, sort out this flank. They're kind of doing it now a bit more, which is good. How are we doing? We haven't really looked at this right flank too much. Yeah, the general Royal Spartans have kind of, you know, broken upon the Persian line. And because of this, it's allowed the 300 Spartans to actually reform their battle line, which is nice. Royal Spartans moving in. Unfortunately, we only have them elite Spartans on that left flank now. But I think all these units are fairly similar in stats now. I think each one of these units have a pretty similar stat. And look, the lag is like really cleaned up now, like really cleaned up compared to what it was at the beginning of the battle. And obviously, as more of my soldiers die, as more of the enemy soldiers die. Oh, as we see here, one of our brave warriors is falling to the ground. No. Fight over his body. And we're back to the Royal Spartans again. Oh, general units. Yes, come on. We want to kill their general. I don't know whereabouts their general is. I don't know what the Persian general looks like. But if we could kill the Persian general, then maybe victory could be ours. Actually, I wonder what happens if we, because these guys still have ammunition left, obviously. They're in shield wall, but these guys aren't in shield wall. So if I stick these guys on fire, will they then throw their javelins? They will. Oh, yes, beautiful. Throw them all. Come on, Slaw, that's going to kill so many, hopefully. You get 2 javelins there. Come on, throw. Few of these guys are lobbing their javelins. I want the entire unit to throw javelins, though. Oh, they're not going to throw. Oh, that's a shame. I think some of them threw, but not all of them. Oh, no. Yeah, we're taking down a few of their guys. I mean, it's more than we'd kill normally. And they're actually reforming, which is cool as well. They've completely pushed the Persian line back. Look, that's where they started, where the 300 Spartans are. And my general unit is just pushed forward. It doesn't matter if my general unit dies now, by the way. Because if the general unit dies, then my men won't rout because they're really good. So, you know, this is just another unit to me. They threw all their javelins. I'm tempted to get the 300 Spartans out of the battle, and throw their javelins, but it's just not worth it because this central line is looking extremely dangerous. We're down to 360 soldiers now. It is literally only a matter of time until we die. There is no cavalry charge, no spectacular infantry coming to save us this day. We will just fight to the death, like our orders were given, to hold this pass for as long as we can, so that the Navy can win the battle at sea. I mean, we've taken down plenty of Persians on our way to the graveyard. It's good to see as well the 300 Spartans actually getting their breath back now as well. What we could do as well is once all these units form, we could run back and form shield, or we could form a square and just let the Persians surround us. That could be an interesting thing to do. Oh, beautiful. Even still, even what, 50 minutes into the battle, the decapitations are still just as awesome. Come on, cavalry, move forward. If the cavalry moves forward, we could possibly win the day. And again, look at the general unit. They are going in right now. Go forward, general unit. Look how many men they've killed here. Because look, they started here. And they've just pushed completely through the Persian line. And they're still going. That's pretty impressive. These Spartans are not to be messed with. Not to be messed with one bit. And they're still pushing on. How many kills are they on now? He's down to 100 men, so they've lost about 60 of their soldiers. The Spartans are under half strength, but they killed 1,500 men. These elite Spartans, haven't done justice to the quality of them. Generals killed 300. So, I mean, that's pretty good. But yeah, this left flank is just really struggling. Because they're like advancing, retreating. I don't think they know what they should be doing right now. We'll just hold them in place and let them do their thing. And by the looks of the timer and how long I've been recording, this battle is pretty much for every 1 second. For every 1 second in game, it's been 2 seconds in real life. It's basically just like a dream. Some brave warriors laying dead. My soldiers. Enemy soldiers. I still don't understand how these guys get back here. Like, do they just jump over the battle line? Which obviously people did do in battle. You know, this would be one of the best ways to defeat the Spartan line, is get behind them. But obviously, you're by yourself. Oh, this central line is breaking. There's only like 1 or 2 dudes now stopping the Persians from just pouring in. And this to be like a huge issue. Oh, beautiful. And he just goes back to rejoin his brothers as a Persian soldier just lays there, or I guess kneels there. And then falls to the ground amongst his brothers. What a horrific battle. What an absolute horrific battle. And I mean, it's definitely not over. The Royal, oh my god, look at that. They are just carving through these Persians. I'm half tempted just to send everyone forward now, like break my 300 Spartans and just see how far into the enemy line they can get. I feel like that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to send these guys forward and just see how far we can push back the enemy line. We are Spartans. We will make it such an end. Steady, obviously. Pop our abilities if we have them. Now, this could currently cause my demise. You know, we could get slaughtered here. But I mean, we've already made such a brave last stand that it does not matter. So let's zoom in now. We've broken our shield wall. I just want to see how far we can carve our way into the enemy formation now. Because there's no way we will win this battle. I just want to see how many immortals, how many horses, how many peasants, how many Persian levies we can kill before the end happens. Before we just have nothing left to give. Whoa, that was a bit fast. Sorry if I just gave anyone, you know, a fit there. I was meant to be slowing down the rotation. There we go. Yeah, some Persians are just breaking through that back now. Yeah, they've got some immortals back there as well. Some horses in the flank. I guess that's how they're doing it. They're getting round that right flank and then pushing in. As we fight, you know, look how far back we were at the beginning of the battle and how far we've come. Even though we've been severely outnumbered. Now, I mean, this is, you know, we could possibly win by going on the offensive. Because if we go forward, we have a much greater chance of catching the enemy general wherever he may be in this massive blob. And if we catch the enemy general and kill him, then a lot of these troops won't want to, you know, cut the head of the snake as Alexander did. Oh, they're looking to like spearhead through this piece of my formation right there. We're coming up upon now. Right here. There's like only a few Spartans really in their way. Oh man, that looks glorious though. Dead Persians. As we push forward, bashing them to the ground, holding them back. If only we had some armor on these guys, hey? How many kills are they up to now? 1,600, 200, and 300. I mean, our general's doing a pretty good job. If I'm honest. The general has done pretty impressive. But I'm surprised how well these 300 Spartans have done, considering that they've got very similar stats to the other like elite Spartans. Oh, these guys are throwing javelins as well as they advance. Beautiful. I think the left flank is going to be our downfall though. I feel like that's just going to thin out and then eventually there'll be no one left. And once that left flank goes, the entire battle will be over. So let's speed things up a little bit. These guys should get off fire at will because I think it's making them fight worse. And let's go back to this left flank. Yeah, look how thin now we are right here. These guys are surrounded now as well. The Persians have got completely round the back of this formation. That is not good. Not good one bit. Yeah, these guys are almost completely cut off now. Yeah, as I was saying, this will be our downfall right here. We just won't have enough men to push back the enemy. But I mean, that's kind of been the defining factor of this battle, is just not having enough soldiers. Yeah, that cavalry is poured through now. The Persians are using smart tactics here just to completely break our formation, split us apart, and whittle us down. But we will fight to the death. We are Spartans. We are not easily killed. We are not easily quelled. We will fight to the bitter end. Yeah, the Immortals are pushing through our front line now. This is a sad day. An extremely sad day. Oh, this Spartan has been surrounded by like 3-4 dudes. He's already taken down one Persian though. Let's just stick on this this elite Spartan guy. He's taken down one so far. And it's going to be really cool at the end of this battle to just watch the last remaining Spartan and watch him fight. Yeah, we've actually got a 300 Spartan right here as well. Fighting against Immortals who have gotten our back. Oh, he's dead. No! The Immortal took him down. How are we doing over here? Has he killed any more? I think he's killed one more, maybe two more. But he's completely surrounded now. Oh my god, he's got like 5 dudes in his back. Just hitting away at his armor. Luckily, they're not piercing his armor yet. I think it's only a matter of time until this guy goes down. His brothers are trying to fight and get to him. But yeah, that left flank is just being overwhelmed. There he goes. He goes down. We go over to this right flank where our general is fighting hard. But this right side, look at this. So they just pushed through. Really, really impressive. Taking down horses and infantry alike. Obviously, there's immortals sprinkled in these units as well. But I'm very impressed by that general unit. I really, really am. But his left flank. You know, his left flank and a few pockets of resistance here. Yeah, these guys have now been surrounded. Right here. But there's still a good bulk of them. If you look at our men, how many men do we have left now? 57 Spartans from this unit. The 88 from over here. Doing an amazing job. Let's pop our brace again. On our units. That's going to help them out a little bit. Do we have steady? We don't have steady left at all. 1,700 kills. I believe that they'll get another 300 kills. We look at balance of power as well now. We can see that we have 192 men left. They still have 9,000. So we've killed 3,500 Persians. It's just not enough as that left flank completely collapses. Yeah, we're getting pockets of resistance now, where our brave soldiers are trying their best to hold back the horde that is pounding upon us. The gates of hell are upon us. But these Spartans would have followed me straight through them gates to face the devil himself. And I'm amazed how none of these guys are routing at all. They are holding their goddamn line like any elite soldiers should. Not giving a single inch. They will fight to the bitter end. Oh, beautiful. Got that guy right in the side. And now it's just a matter of how many of these Persians can we kill before we are taken down. As the bubble has occurred right here. The pure envelopment as these immortals, Persian elite infantry just continue to pour in. Imagine right now, imagine if we managed to kill their general and all of this routed. The soldiers were just like, damn, our general's dead. No need to be here anymore. And they ran from the field of battle. Unfortunately, that is not going to be the case. If only these Spartans dropped their spears as well and pulled out swords. Because this close quarter fighting, their formation's broken. They should definitely not be fighting with their spears anymore. They'd be much better off pulling out swords. The Persian line's very much like an anaconda. We just zoom out from this battlefield.
The men are losing hope.
Hold the line. I mean, we're definitely killing a lot of their soldiers. Like, definitely killing a lot of their soldiers. Definitely on this right flank. But yeah, the complete center. The center is just gone. If they were smart, they'd pour everyone through now. Through that central point. We pretty much just have like 2 or 3 bubbles of resistance. This right flank is still holding firm. But just about. We have a few of these to pop as well. Like these guys over here are just surrounded there. This is the entire unit of elite Spartans are just surrounded in that bulk. And we have our general over here. Then we have, I don't even know where these 300 Spartans are. Up to 1,800 kills now. That looks just absolutely mental. As they just pour in. But I'm super impressed of how well these men have held. But I think we're not going to be able to kill many more, I don't think. Luckily, the general unit is still holding strong. Unfortunately, there's quite a few immortals here, which are going to be, one of the main units to actually pierce our armor and kind of, kill us. And the fact that these guys around the back is going to be very difficult. However, we did knock a few to the ground there. But it looks like we've kind of like been halted here as well, as they're pouring through these lines now. So my soldiers are kind of breaking formation and getting way too deep into enemy territory. Nice, we got another kill over there. So much reckless hate. So much reckless hate. What can men do? How's that left flank doing? Not very well, but it's like formed. Like, look at that, they've like kind of really pushed out here. That looks amazing. I love that. There's 31 of them left. And they've kind of just formed this like bubble. Look at that. That's amazing. Oh, that's so glorious. Look at that last stand right there. Are they routed? Oh, cowards! Cowards! They were surrounded. You're elite Spartans, and you're running from the field of battle. I'm in shock right now. Well, let's look at this. Let's look at the entire Persian left flank pour in behind me. They deserve a horrific death. A horrific death for routing. Leaving their king to die. Yeah, this, oh my lord. Look at this. So many Persians are going to pour in through this gap. Yeah, they're all dying as well. None of them are escaping. The Persians are catching them and killing them. Slaughtering them like the pigs they are. But this is going to allow the entire Persian. Look at this like left flank just funnel in. So many soldiers. And these guys are going to just like immediately turn around. Yeah, they're going to immediately turn around. Oh, the general unit is routing now. Oh, it's all gone to hell. I feel like we have lost. However, I'm pretty sure that these 300 Spartans literally can't rout. So even though they're flashing, I'm like 100% sure that they can't rout from the field of battle. So we will zoom in and watch there. Now, they did rout from the field of battle. Wow, I didn't think they could. But there we have it. The general has been slain. The 300 Spartans have been defeated. And that was a decisive defeat. Oh my god, what epic battle though. We got 1,800, almost 1,900 kills with that Spartan unit. The general got 650 kills. The battle was like 31 minutes long, but I think this is going to end up being like an hour and 10-minute long video. Absolutely glorious. If you guys enjoyed this, please make sure to drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know if you want to see these Spartans fight at night time. It can kind of be like a day 2 if we kind of manage to hold back at day 1. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see that. Make sure to go check out the rest of my stuff on my channel. I have plenty of Game of Thrones battles like this. I have plenty of Crusader battles like this. I have campaigns on the actual game which are completely different to these type of battles. There's more strategy involved. I have more online battles which are completely strategy, and there's a lot less laggy. There's a lot of my battles are nowhere near this laggy, only a couple. So yeah, make sure to go check out the rest of my channel. I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.